I'm really glad to have you hanging out with us today in our living room here in the Dream Connections Lounge, and where the Hall of Couples and Fame is. And it's fun to celebrate the couples we have and the stories that come about. And the other thing I realized, Julia, first of all, let me do the introductions, everybody, so we can get this right. With me is, of course, our assistant manager, wonderful Julia, who everybody adores. And with us also the newly adored couple, Scott and Oksana. Thanks so much and welcome. Thanks for sharing today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Oh, this is great. So, guys, in the history of the company, one of the fun, unique things that we've added to our lineup this year is our virtual Quest Tour program. And so now, as we only began just like 2 months ago, we already have not only so much success of people meeting and starting to have a real connection with people, but now they're coming and meeting in person. So this is our first time to tell one of these great stories, and I want to share it with you. So, Scott, first of all, tell us a little bit about what captured you to try this virtual Quest Tour program, and let's start with how was that experience overall?
It was quite a game changer when I first found Dream Connections. I found you years ago, and
really?
Many years went by before I was able to say, it's that time to try it again.
What got you off the fence?
Getting the personal life back in position.
Understood.
Resources, etc.
Understood.
So, with that said, earlier in the summer, I said, I'm going to do the tour. With COVID, I think November might be the right time to get in there. Everybody that got pushed back in the early part of the year might do September. I'm going to shoot for November, and it would be great. So, and then as I started planning, the VQT came about, and realized that, wow, I'm going to be able to, I don't have to worry about making arrangements with work for that particular week. It was going to be difficult. I'd be able to travel. I'd be able to travel anytime between late October and up until the Thanksgiving holiday. So that really made a great option. The other was there were some things about the group tour which I would really like to have done the meet and greets.
Sure.
But I was pretty focused on what I wanted to do, and that allowed me to spend more time, just more direct dates as opposed in my time. So,
it's funny because we've been sort of in awe over the celebration of how well the virtual Quest Tours have worked. It was one of Arena's ideas, but as it implemented, it just kept going like, this is the way we do it. Nobody else does what we do, so you can't compare it to anything. But it turned out to be such an amazing benefit for so many people, and such a treat, and so sincere and real. But here's a benefit I never even thought of. That's right, you don't have to take time off work. You just fit it in whenever you can make calls happen. And then when you come, now you take the time you have available for vacation time is dedicated to nurturing and maturing the relationship you set up. So, bada boom, another benefit for the virtual Quest Tour. This is fantastic. Well, I'm really glad you finally pulled the trigger and came as well. And to give a little background, a little bit about where you live and what you're doing for a living right now, too.
I'm from Southern California. I've lived there most of my life, just about. I work in sales in the building industry most of my life. My passions are music. I've always worked on music as one of my big hobbies, and of course, going to the gym and staying in shape is trying to be. I mostly play basketball, but but that's my general background. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oksana, I'm really delighted to have you here. If you don't mind, just share a little bit about yourself, and I assume you're from Nikolaev, but tell us.
Оксана, мне очень приятно, что вы находитесь здесь сегодня с нами. Я бы хотела вас попросить немножечко рассказать о себе. Чем вы занимаетесь, и, насколько я понимаю, вы из Николаева, правильно?
Да.
Теперь расскажите немножечко о себе.
Меня зовут Оксана. Я живу в городе Николаев.
My name is Oksana, and I live in Nikolaev, in this city.
Я имею 2 детей, сына и дочку. Я работаю парикмахером.
I have 2 kids, son and daughter, and I work like a hairdresser.
Я очень творческий человек, мне импонирует какая-то красота, что-то такое, такая у меня и профессия. Даже вот когда мы встретились, я Юле говорю: Юль, давайте косичку заплетем. Она говорит: да, я тоже хочу косичку. Заплела ей косичку. Скотту понравилось, особенно Юле понравилось. А я люблю этим заниматься, то есть для меня это приносит удовольствие. И вот Юля предлагала, говорю: Юль, вот в принципе можно даже как бы прийти ко мне в салон, постричь Скотта. То есть это не будет стрижка, потому что у него там совсем плохо. Как раз все как бы на хорошо. То есть в том плане, что попробовать, как у нас это происходит в Украине. Может быть, что-то как бы будет другое. Ну, я... Да?
That's okay. We can subtitle that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
What Oksana said, that she's a very creative person and she really likes beauty. And when we were spending time together, three of us, she suggested us to do something nice for Scott. And so she suggested him to make a haircut. And she said that, Scott, please try to understand me correct. You do not have anything wrong with your haircut, but I would like to show you my place where I work. I would like to show you how it happens here in Ukraine. And she invited him to her salon, and she made a really nice haircut for him. And of course, he looked like 10 years minus.
Но мне еще было интересно сделать что-то необычное, то есть как бы не так, как у всех парикмахерских. И, да, я говорю: Скотт, у тебя будет первый раз в жизни стрижка романтическая. У меня была красная свечка, я ее зажгла. Он был, конечно, удивлен.
I decided to make something special for him, and I've told him, Scott, probably you have never had a haircut in romantic way. And she brought a red candle, she lighted this candle, and she said that probably it will be your first time in your life when you will have a romantic haircut. He was very surprised. Yes?
It was great. It was awesome.
That's fantastic. That's so cute. So before you came here, you were on the video. It was how did you sort of feel this connection with Oksana that made it really seem like somebody you wanted to meet?
Oh, it was, you get online using Zoom, and you're having a three-way meeting with the romance coach. At the time happened to be Inga. Mm-hmm. And when we got Oksana online with us, it was just, there was just an instant, I could tell there was instant interest that just rises above all the other dates, where you just, as a comparison, when dating in person, maybe in my hometown, it takes a long time to determine the interest by the other side, and here it was just instantaneous. When the meeting was over after 45 minutes, it was just like, wow, it's night and day difference to know that somebody has interest in you. Okay. And from the first date, it was really, it was awesome to feel that.
Yeah. Oksana, let me ask you two-part question. Remember this one. First of all, curious how you heard about Dream Connections. But second, what was the experience like for you on this video? Was it strange or normal? What was it like?
У меня есть к вам пару вопросов. Один из моих вопросов, как вы узнали о нашей компании Dream Connections? И второй вопрос, который я бы хотела вам задать, это как вот вы чувствовали себя, когда у вас было скайп-свидание? Волновались, не волновались, переживали или нет?
Ну, я думаю, что мы переживаем даже и сейчас, не только в скайпе.
She said that in Hallmark was nervous not when I had my Skype date, but I'm still a little bit nervous. Как вы узнали о нашей компании?
У меня есть подруга, вот, а ее подруга работает у вас в вашем агентстве переводчиком. И мне моя подруга Алена говорит: Оксана, вот это такое хорошее агентство, и вот моя подруга, кстати, это была Инга. Говорит, уже работает очень давно, и говорит: давай, в общем, я тебя познакомлю с Ингой, и придешь в наше агентство, и как бы, возможно, случится чудо. Ты найдешь своего мужчину. Ну,
So how I figure out about Dream Connections company? One of my friends started talking to me about a really nice company, and she said that my friend, she works there like interpreter, and actually this friend was Inga. So Inga played a huge role in your relationship, and she introduced Oksana to Inga, and Oksana came to the office and she registered, and Here we go. She's
Да.
here.
А потом, когда я сюда пришла, села за этот стол, заполняя анкеты, и встретила меня Юля. А потом Юля зашла в дверь, а потом выходит: Оксана, я, по-моему, тебя знаю. А я тоже такая думаю: по-моему, эту девушку я тоже знаю. Выглядываю: Юля, она, Оксана?
And then when Oksana came here, I've understood that her face is familiar for me, and I figured out that I also know her from somewhere, and we realized that we have our common friend. So, and we, oh yes, everyone is here. So about Dream Connections, no,
We're all connected.
everyone. Николаев.
Так что я Юлю не просто знаю, она подруга моей сестры. В общем, да, у нас сразу получилось что-то необычное, когда я сюда пришла.
And I know Julia, she is a good friend of mine, so that's why I know like it's a good connection of friends, and friends, they help us to find each other.
Yeah.
И получается, даже благодаря этим двум девушкам я познакомилась со Скоттом. И Инга, и Юля.
So thanks to those people, to Inga and to Julia, that I know them, I've had the chance, and actually I've met Scott.
Oh, it's so cute. By the way, I gotta tell you, you know, it's interesting because we take this for granted. This is our life. We're all about relationships. We know each other. If you ask, I've interviewed over 100 women on the website and asked them, how did you hear about us? All of them said, my girlfriend got married. You know, I knew a romance coach, and it's this network of people. We know each other, so we kind of get used to the fact that we're all connected family. We don't advertise for girls. They come to us because they're friends of friends, and everybody knows each other. The other thing I take for granted is we have now probably out of the 350 plus couples, we have more than 100 represented on the walls. And you know, they say, how do you keep track of them? Well, we have over 20 interpreters, so each one stays friends with everybody. People are friends on Facebook, so really we do keep the bonds together, and more couples like to interact with each other. And then we keep interviewing couples. We're doing this. I mean, like we could do one every week and not run out. And I realize because I don't watch the competition. But somebody mentioned to me, he goes, Mark, nobody else can do this. Who else puts couples out? Who else has this many couples they can share? Who has this many they even keep track of, you know? And I realized it's something that when we started the company, we wanted to have family, we wanted to have connectivity, we wanted to have community. And now it's neat to see 10 years later, it is that. And it's very special. And I don't mean to take it for granted, but I forget. Because we just see our little world, and this is normal for us. People say, we have no idea what it's like outside of these walls. I go, I don't want to know what's outside of these walls. You know, so I hope you'll come and, you know, experience this for yourself, and the joy and the sincerity, the real opportunity here, and you'll become community with us as well.
And we know all the stories of each of these photos. We know all the, you know, like women and men, and we can tell the stories. And actually, also Scott, like, and Oksana was like, oh, who is this couple? Who is this couple? And I'm telling them, oh, you know, like this is my couple, or this is Inga's client, or Jen's couple. So we know our couples, and we really know all the stories. Because for us, you're a family.
It's fun. Why not? Why not live that way? Why would you want to live any other way? You know, it's just a better way to live. Very exciting. So, were you nervous when you thought about you're finally going to meet him in person?
А вы сильно переживали, когда вы знали, что вот вы его скоро увидите уже в реальной жизни? Волновались перед первой встречей?
Но я как-то почему-то и не волновалась. Я вот даже всегда я волнуюсь. Даже вот сейчас мы сидим, я чувствую, и Скотт переживает, и я как-то переживаю. А когда вот шли навстречу, я абсолютно не переживала. Что-то вот какое-то полное спокойствие было, да.
You know, when I was working on our first real meet here, you know, no, I wasn't nervous at all. I had really, you know, like nice, peaceful feelings there inside of me. So no, I wasn't nervous at all.
Was that partly because you got to know him a little bit on video first?
Я думаю, наверное, другая причина. Вот я по себе всегда замечала, когда есть неизвестность, и вот что-то ты чуть-чуть не понимаешь, что ты переживаешь. А когда ты уверен в себе, то это все происходит спокойно. И вот сейчас мы не знали, что нас будет снимать, и то есть мы переживаем. А то есть, когда встретились, да, я была готова, да, то есть и переживаний как бы особо нет. Такое ощущение, как будто бы, ну, Скотт — это тот мужчина, который должен был появиться.
What I can tell you that probably is because I was going on a date with 100% confidence, right? And maybe it's because of I've already had a chance to talk to him and spend some time on the Skype, but it's difficult to explain. But I know one thing for sure, that I was going with understanding that Scott, he is my man, and like there is no other options.
That's beautiful. That's so cute. Oh, that's great. Julia, what else would you ask?
Scott, I would like to ask you, so I've understood that you liked Oksana right away, but what impressed you most of all during this week, during these dates which we had with Oksana? What really impressed you?
Just being very open. I was very comfortable with it. So it's something that was probably more subconscious than a conscious thought. Just being very comfortable with her, and her comfortable with me to sit next to me, to reach for my hand during the date. At a very early stage, you almost had to bring it to my attention that it's like, do you realize she's doing that? And it was just like, no, I didn't think about that. Wow, I can't believe that. I've never had this type of attention before, and it took some getting used to. It took a day or so, and that's probably the most amazing thing about it, is how she was able to invest into me right away from the start. Now that's priceless.
Мне очень приятно это слышать.
You know, like to hear what you're telling about our experience makes me feel really warm.
Oh, what do you like about him?
В Скотте мне почему-то нравится все.
You know, like in Scott, I really liked everything.
There you go. Okay, we're done with the video. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming. So, what they were saying off camera was adorable. It's like, evidently they're telling Scott before they even had their first day, by the way, we're already celebrating your wedding. We know how this is going to end. So, and talk about matchmakers, right? We joked about creating an arranged marriage company. It's closer than that. I really think. We had no idea. Oh, that's great. And bro, the little lipstick mark on your cheek there is really classy. Turn to Julia so the guys can see this.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Oh, that's beautiful. Guys, we're so happy for you. Thanks for trusting us and being part of our family, and we wish you nothing but the best.
And Mark, I would like to tell you a big words of appreciation, and of course for the chance to have such kind of program like VQT, because this gives us a chance to create such kind of relationship, and this is amazing. And like Scott said, that VQT also gives a lot of opportunities to participate and to find your lady, to participate in this process of dating. And thank you very much to Irina and to all staff that we, matchmakers, romance coaches, will have a chance to create more couples and to create more families in this world. This is amazing.
That's wonderful. No, I appreciate you and appreciate Irina and all of our romance coaches. The determination is so strong here to make sure we help continue this going and make sure you guys all find. It's funny, I teased for a long time. I'd talk to the ladies between tables and I'd chat with them a little bit, and I'd always finish by saying, don't worry, ladies, we'll keep bringing them in until all of you have husbands. And they used to love that, right? But it's becoming true. And so I said it to you guys too. We'll keep bringing ladies till all of you have wives. But we were so determined, actually, honestly, Irina and the ladies were so determined that this was COVID, nothing was going to keep us from this happening, that they invented the VQT system and said, we're going to create love and romance because it's going to happen. I've already seen it. I already know who's going to marry who, and they don't know it yet. So, and it's just been neat to see how well it's turned out. So, guys, don't let anything stop you. Follow your heart. If it says your wife is here, then just go. Don't hesitate. Follow your heart. And because I tell you, the one who's in motion, my famous quote is, you can't steer a parked car. What I mean by that is parked, you're not doing anything. But if you go in motion, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll go around the obstacles because love finds a way. Listen to your heart if you believe she's here. If anything in this resonates with you at all, it's because yours is waiting for you. Don't make her wait. So get on the phone, call us up, talk to Chris, get your Skype time with Irina, get you over here because yours is waiting for you. It can be done in the middle of The winter, it doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter. 24/7, we'll set it up. You don't have to worry about vacation schedules. Get it done and come have your happily ever after. And by Christmas next year, you could be sitting next to yours too.